is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Now, as you know, we spent last episode doing a bunch of stuff with the ship, getting it back up on the water. I was going to say road. And we had a look at the known locations of all these places that we can go and visit. Today we are going to go to Nekataka, as per last episode, which is what I said we would do. So we're going to get straight into that today, right after the intro.
It's all the same when you're out of your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn in my...
Okay, we are back from the intro, and without further ado, I'm going to go and click on this Nekataka thing. That is that. So we're going to go back down to where I am, and then we're going to click this ship set course. And now, hopefully, we're going to make our way across the ocean, hopefully with a bit of... Oh, hang on. There's a little dock here. Wait, get that first. Bit of repair supplies, that's nice. And I want to go into there. I want to see what's there. Oh. That's a trading vessel. We don't want to touch that. Alright. We're going to adventure all sorts of things today. This is great. Look at that. Got some fresh fruit. Let's go up here and have a look over there. I've got an injured crew person still. I don't know why. Doesn't appear to be anything else on here of any real interest. So let us just jump back onto this here boat. And then we'll make our way over here, as I saw something else up here, which looked kind of cool. The Huarero tutorial, low rations. Food and water are consumed per day by your crew. You need to replenish these resources by finding or purchasing them. Press the black button to manage your ship, restock your food and drink by purchasing those supplies and placing them in the appropriate queue. Provisions are always consumed from left to right. Okay. So we need to... how do I go about doing that? Like, I got plenty of gear. I'm assuming I click this. Yes, I do. All right, we're gonna take a fair chunk of this. I'm gonna shove that water in there. What's that? That's just hardtack. That's just ship ingredients for the crew. We'll put the fresh fruits in there. We'll put the aged shark meat in there. Don't know why, but we will. We'll put some rice in there. We're just gonna put all the foods in here because it just seems like the thing to do. So we'll shove all that in there and then see what happens. Do I have any more water? Rice wine, palm stone, ale. I don't want to really give them ale or rum because that just seems... I'll put some vegetables in there. Ship equipment and cargo, known sailors. Yeah, we know all that crap. We'll put whatever that is in there as well. And that should probably do us. Let's go and have a look and see what this thing is. What's this? Oh, game paused. We're going into something. Sailing past a reef when Venezi shouts out, pointing to port. There lists a ship stranded in the middle, perched on a narrow shoal. It tips and rolls with the passing waves. Hanging from its mast is a blue flag showing an image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. Your crew gathers around, murmuring in low, excited voices. Somebody rushes to the railing. Captain, that's a gift bearer's ship. No telling what sort of treasure it's got. Gift bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler's ship. It's a classic disguise. Then it's a fucking stupid one. Gift bearers only visit landlocked settlements. That's a trap. Prepare a skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. What was that about gift bearers? Thoughts. Ready the guns. The cannoneers need practice. Let's prepare a skiff. Hell yeah. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it, blah, 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 blah. You tie off on a snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough and the hull slick with brine, but you're able to find purchase. Well, let's climb up. Hell yeah. You row the skiff above the reefs, the blades tossing, blah, 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 blah. You tie off on a snag. You pull yourself up using bent planks and barnacles for holds. You've almost reached the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you and your fingers dig into wet lumber. Your grip holds. Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it safely on deck, thanks to my athletics. Ship is deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing too. Search for salvage. You find several crates of supplies and several more of assorted odds and ends, handkerchiefs, bead jewellery, a cracked scrimshaw, and a child's doll. Ammunition 27, medicine 10. Okay, it's not too bad. You think back to blah blah blah, comment and wonder if this might have been a smuggler's vessel after all. Search for evidence of smugglers. Choose a party member. Oh, I reckon we're going to go with me because I'm the most experienced in everything. Success. Haha. Then you notice scuff marks along the deck as if the box of junk had been repeatedly moved over the same spot. You slide it aside and find a trapdoor. Within rests a small chest brimming with gold skellings. Ha 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 ha. You have gained an item, 23 golden sellings. Value, 12 copper pieces. The item was put into your stash. Wonderful. Among the coins rests a small figurine of an imp of all things. Okay. You load your find onto the skiff and row back to the boat. The crew gained 90 experience. Wonderful. We all gained something from that, apparently. Alright, well, let's continue up on here. Let's shove back into the location of that one. Oh, something just happened.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once.
Because we didn't understand what 1,000 meant the first time.
You are alone.
Cool.
And then, you are not.
Sick.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Cool.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Bareth dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Margron subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the Pallid Knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Another of the silent figures
Just say
steps
nothing.
forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide. Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wetica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harren, the man who tormented his dear niece, Alice. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice. The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
The Pallid Knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magran's direction.
Magran speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wotica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys, other than decisive, final action.
Your opinion is unasked for and unnecessary, but noted nonetheless.
Though her tone is impassive, the banked fury in her eyes says well enough what she thinks of your interruptions.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
Yeah.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin. Alone.
Uh-oh. Well, none of that sounds good, does it? Gods are fighting and arguing and carrying on like pork chops. Meanwhile, I'm lying on the floor of my cabin.
Agreed.
Interesting, says I. Pity that took nearly 10 minutes to do, but whatever. This is what happens. Did we make it? I don't think there's anyone I can talk to about anything.
Agrasima Casita for taking me on. Agrasima Casita for taking me on.
Alright, well let's go back up here and continue sailing. Because that's what the quest is. Okay. Ooh, what's this over here? Haha! I found somewhere to go. Yeah, we're gonna board this vessel and take them out. Level 3 barbarian, my foot. We're gonna have a fight. I'm not having a naval fight because I don't know how to work a ship. So we're gonna board them and we're gonna bugger them up. Here we go. This should be fun.
Well, if you insist.
Alright, let's do it. Get into it, team.
That's it. Something I can do,
Oh,
Cody's done for.
crap.
Here we go.
All my crew's dead. Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't take that very well at all. Oh dear. Sure. Let's just go back to here to a number of minutes ago. And, yeah, let's not do that again. Jeez, how did we die so quickly? That was insane. Alright. Well, that was fun. Out to Nekatatha. I'm going to skip that whole section because bugger it, I'm getting pursued. I don't want anything to do with that. That was just mean. I don't even know what happened. Yeah, let's not do that again. I don't want to do that again. A lethargic, misshapen bird drops a damp missive onto the deck. Try the critter cleaver. Okay, sure, let's just continue on. Hey, we made it peacefully. I can't believe we just got demolished so easily. That was insane, that fight. I really thought I'd have more of an edge, but evidently not. So dividing and conquering is not the way to go. Focus on one enemy at a time, apparently. Either that or stay on your ship and protect your crew. Because they all got slaughtered too. Oh, I've got a lot to learn in this game. That was interesting, to say the very least. Alright. We are here. Yes, we are. Achievement unlocked. Heart of the Deadfire. Yay. Nekataka. Deep Spring. I believe that says Fon Prima. 2828. Don't know what that means, but it's happening. But nevertheless, the crew is here. Oh, dear God. What is this? Who are you? What do you want? As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armoured Omora. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbour master looks you up and down with pursed lips. She looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
Cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions, incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
As her attention returns to you, the mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, How? I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka. Is that so? Well, Andra told me to protect the harbor, and Wodika herself signed the order. They would have had Gallowayne do it, but he was sick this morning.
Yep, so they think we're joking. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if a sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
Close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbour and menacing pack of guards. Soon all you can hear is the rushing of your blood and muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbour master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention and yelling in your face, but you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
Well, that worked well.
Everybody saw that, right? It wasn't just me?
May I assist? A clever gambit. At once. Child's play. At your service. I have the strangest feeling I've done this before.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss. Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Okay. Now that we've done all of that, be on the way. No. All of a sudden, people just come rushing out of nowhere. That's interesting. Okay. I have no idea where we are supposed to go. Quest log. Reach Kahunga's place in the Serpent's Crown district. I have no idea where any of the districts are. That's the north exit. Please let it be somewhere around here. Luminous something. Luminous something. Map Emporium. I mean, a Map Emporium sounds pretty cool. Cool. East exit. I mean, we've got to find something in here, surely. I don't really want to just leave the episode off without having done anything. The Wild Mare, that sounds like some sort of a tavern. Don't know what that place is, doesn't state anything. Down here, there is a whole bunch of south exits and stuff, and not much of anything else. That's my ship. And then we're back up here where my crew is. Okay. Well, given that I've got nothing else to go off at the moment, I'm just going to move the crew down here. And we're going to look more into this next episode because this has gone on for a little bit longer than usual. Mainly because of me, you know, trying to quickly get through these little cutscenes. But nevertheless, what can you do? So guys, I'll call it off. That is the end for today's episode. Make sure you leave a like. If you saw me miss anything along the way, chuck it in the comment section below. Like and follow me on Facebook as always, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so you can keep up to date with all things KMDolph. And I will see you for the next installment of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Take care, everyone.